station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Hello.
Hola!
Bonjour.
Konnichiwa.
Ni hao. Ciao.
Annyeonghaseyo.
Mabuhay!
Welcome to Washington State.
Explore the sights. Discover new things.
Appreciate the arts, music, and food.
Travel to new places.
Meet the people.
Make new friends.
In other words,
come
home with us.
Come home with us.
This is INCRadio Seattle, Washington.
Shoreline. So just in case you don't know, the hashtag challenge, we do ask for all the local congregations, those who are watching, to hashtag the local that they are from. Whichever local hashtags their local show. We also have the top 3 most active brethren here in the district. Hopefully I don't mispronounce any of these names. So we have, these are top 3. So I don't believe there's a first place, second place, and third place. So first one up is Sister Jerlyn Rivera. Congratulations, po. Thank you for keeping active in our live chat. And we also have Sister Maria Corazon Labayan. Congratulations. I think the sisters are taking it. And have Sister Marinella Ligsai. She is from the local congregation of Seattle. Thank you so much to all the sisters and also all the locals for keeping active on INCRadio Seattle every weekend. So keep on doing that because we do see that, and we'll always give a shout out to you. Now for the fun part, let's go ahead and introduce all of our guests who are here, aka leaders, right? Okay, so Brother Jacob, go ahead and introduce yourself, and if you have any shout outs, now would be the time to do so. But let's first remember to take ourselves off of mute.
Sorry. Yes, my name is Brother Jacob Faharin. I'm from the local of Kent. Give a shout out to my beautiful wife, Sister Frendel Faharin. My 2 girls, Josiah and Nenevieh Faharin. Actually, I'm at her Nenevieh's volleyball game today, so that's why I'm still in the car. So good luck to her today. Give a shout out to my mom, Sister Angel from Guam, and also the Gilmore family. And finally, but not least, happy 15 years of dynamic leadership to Car Eduardo V. Manalo. We appreciate and love all that you do for us and for the church. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Brother Jacob. We also have Sister Janelle. Go ahead, introduce yourself, sis.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sister Janelle from the locale of Tacoma. I would like to give a shout out to my local, Tacoma, and my family over there in Guam. Give a shout out and happy 15th anniversary to our Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo.
Thank you so much, Sister Janelle. Did Ate Michelle force you to be on today's show? No? Okay, good. Because I was like, Tacoma. Anyways, just kidding, Ate Michelle. Sister MJ, go ahead and introduce yourself. If you have any shout outs, now would be the time to do so.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sister MJ Falta, and I'm from the local of Marysville. I would like to give a shout out to my family, especially those in Chicago, and also a shout out to the District Binhi of Washington State and all the officers, and as well as the CWS or the children in my local Marysville.
Thank you so much, Sister MJ, and thank you to all of our guests for being here on today's show. We'd also like to extend a question to those who are watching. We want to know, how do you define leadership and the whole entire show? We also like to remind you, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel. You can keep up with us whenever you subscribe. So please go ahead and do that. And we won't move on until you do. I'm just kidding. Let's move on to our discussion. All right. We like to remind you again, our discussion is about finding the joy in leadership, which is why our guests are here. So let's go ahead and ask Sister Janelle first. How do you, first of all, define being a leader?
I would define being a leader as someone who gives selflessly or wholeheartedly themselves for the benefit of the organization and to the brethren under their care, much like the dynamic leadership of our brother Eduardo Vimanalo. We see his many sacrifices throughout all the years, and we should use it as an example in leading the brethren under our care.
Sister MJ, can you top that answer?
Yes, so I also think I agree with Sister Janelle on being a leader also. I think a true leader would lead kind of like firm, but like also not very harsh. The same thing as Brother Eduardo B. Manalo. He leads with love and care. So I think that's what a true leader is. And and he also helps and encourages all the brethren and all the officers. So I think that's what a true leader is.
Thank you so much, Sister MJ, and I totally agree with all of you. Brother Jacob, why is it, first of all, important to have good leaders in our lives?
Well, a good leader in life is a good starting point, a good foundation to know how you want to live your life and how you want to lead other people. For me, being a leader is more like being a cheerleader, being a support, being there to encourage and to help motivate those that that you want to uplift in your organization. Like Kai Eduardo, like the guest today said, Kai Eduardo's an excellent example of how to be a great leader and also what to do and how to help brethren, also those under our care to guide them as well. But yeah, for me, being a leader is being like a cheerleader, help support them, encourage them to do better, and also set an example as yourself as to how to treat others as you want to be treated.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. It's basically being like selfless, right? If you want the support of our brethren, you also have to be one to also cheer for them too, and always put them first as well, and have their best interests at heart for sure. So what best advice have you ever received from a leader in your life, Sister Janelle?
I would say one advice I learned from a leader is that we have to be humble in ourselves and to accept that we are still human beings. We do make mistakes and we fail at times, even as leaders or even as good leaders. But we can't take that to heart, but use it as a learning experience and use it to grow as officers in our organization. And I would like to give a shout out to Kuya J-Rod and at the Zarni for this, because this saying really stood out to me as an officer. They said the path to success is often traveled on a road of failure. So thank you, Kuya and Ate.
Yep, that's true. I agree with that as well. It's kind of like if you, especially for you always want to be a humble leader, right? And to be humble is to accept correct, like criticism, especially if it's to help you become a better leader. So totally agree with that. First of all, since we're talking about leaders, being a leader, I don't think I've asked you, Sister Janelle, what exactly is your office or your leadership office or role inside the church?
I'm a Kadiwa president in the local of Tacoma.
And for those who are watching who don't know what Kadiwa means, can you explain that, sis?
So Kadiwa is brethren who are above the age of 18 and who are not married. Bob.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And Brother Jacob, you as well. First, tell us what your office is, but also let us know what is the best advice that you've also received from a leader in your life.
So I have several. So for the district, I'm the district booklet president, which booklet means all the married couples in the district, and also head deacon and Ken as well. So one of the advice from being a leader, the best advice I've ever received and also learned is that you should always learn to treat others like how you want to be treated. Like I said earlier, people are, so I say it, people read your words and listen to your words very carefully, and if whatever you say you don't do, they see that, they take that as an example of your leadership. So be patient, always be patient. As a leader, it's important to be patient and understanding with those that you take care of, and also those that see you in public, and also be mindful of what you say as well, because people can be, or people in general want to be happy and want to be treated correctly. So, for me, example, in the morning or whenever I message somebody, like I don't ask them indirectly what I want. I always greet them with good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I always put that up first before I go into anything I need from um, or ask from anybody, just to show them that I'm present and I'm there, not just asking them for something, but want to see how they're doing and making sure that you know I'm not just showing that I want something from them, if that makes sense. But yeah, be patient, be understanding, and treat them like how you want to be treated. Generally, that's pretty much what I learned.
Thank you so much, Brother Jacob. Do you have anything to add on to that, Sister MJ? And don't forget, what is your office as well in the church?
Yes, so in my office in the church leadership position, in my local, I am a CWS chairperson or assistant chairperson, and for the district, I am a district Binhi vice president. I'm currently acting as a president. So, and for what Binhi is, it's basically just like baptized members like 12 and above, or 12 years old to 17 years old, right? So that's what Binhi is. So that's what I lead. But anyways, advice that I received is to build relationships with your officers. So like in the district, well, I'm trying my best to plan hangouts with my Binhi officers, not just just seeing them and then just activities and all that stuff. And also for the CWS, I try to play with them, because they are young. They love playing, so I build relationships with them as well. So, and building relationships, it kind of like boosts like confidence and it gets them comfortable with you, so that they don't see you like just like as a leader, like yeah, like they don't, yeah, you know what I mean? Like they don't have to always see you as a leader, but like we could be friends with them and as well. It also boosts like communication as well, so that they don't have to be afraid to um, tell them tell me anything that's going on in their life. Yeah, so yeah, that's advice that I received from Sister Cassie. She is the current district Binhi president, so shout out to her. So yeah.
Thank you, Sister Cassie, for the words of wisdom that you gave to Sister MJ. So pretty much like they also do say like the best leader is also a follower too. I feel like that's also what you're trying to talk about or mention, Sister MJ. Okay, so obviously we heard about what why is it important to have a good leader and what makes a good leader. But since all of you guys are leader yourselves, I do want to ask Sister Janelle, what is the most fulfilling part about being a leader?
The most fulfilling part of being a leader is seeing all the hard work putting into like activities and events come together, resulting in the edification of the brethren and seeing all the smiles on their faces after the activities and having them want more to join more in the future activities and events. So I would say that's one of the fulfilling parts of being a leader.
You have anything to add to that, Brother Jacob?
No, I totally agree with Sister Janelle. The smiles after the events is more than words can say. When you see the brethren happy and smiling and just having a great time, being edified, it's a great feeling. And also kudos to Sister MJ and Sister Janelle for being such young leaders, especially in what you guys do. At my age, I wasn't really in that phase of being leader. I was just whatever. But I'm proud that you guys are at that part of your life where you're able to lead and have that knowledge of how to lead people when you're that young. So kudos to you both for you. And then one more thing, what was I gonna say? One more thing regarding the regarding being a leader is just like you said, being humble and being a follower. So kudos to that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brother Jacob. Yeah, it's funny because sometimes when you go to these activities, there is a lot of work that goes into it, but what does make it worth it is when you see guests, especially when you talk to them and, when you do interact with them, a lot of times they often share with you that they've never been to something like this and like seen the love from and how united the church is and the brethren coming together for something like this to give back to the community. And it really is life-changing. A lot of times you see these guests coming back. So it's amazing. And obviously all of these things wouldn't happen if it wasn't for the church administration and also for those who are leading here in their district. So one last question left. I want to give this to you, Sister MJ. Do you have advice for those wanting to become better leaders?
Yes, I do. This is also advice that I would give to myself. I am also working on this, but it is to expect things to always not go your way. Sometimes a lot of things can go wrong, especially with the leader, and it can be very frustrating. And again, I am also experiencing this, or I'm trying to work on it as well. But I would like to give a shout out also to Brother Terrell for telling me this because he told me to always find happiness in the things that goes wrong, or especially on the days when you least expect it. That is very important. Having stress management skills, which I'm also working on, that's very important for a leader. So always be happy. Don't always be frustrated or upset about anything.
Thank you so much for that, Sister MJ. And just to add on to that, it is definitely difficult sometimes to be a leader, but something that I always go by is that there's two kinds of hards. It is hard when you give up because, to give up means that there is a lot of losses there and it's hard to deal with that. And the other kind of hard is it is always hard in your road in becoming successful. It is if you choose, it's just about choosing what kind of hard you are willing to endure. Are you wanting to be on the path to where it's a lot of work to get there, to see the benefit of all the brethren, coming together, being happy, or are you just gonna take the other path and be like, you know what, this is hard. I'm just gonna give up. So it's always about choosing which one. Which hard you're willing to endure. But yeah, thank you so much, Sister Janelle, Brother Jacob, and Sister MJ for being guests on today's show. We'd also like to give a special greeting to Brother Eduardo V. Manalo on behalf of INC Radio Seattle. We'd like to thank you so very much, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. You are truly loved. And for 15 years, you have led the church in many victories and successes. And I can say wholeheartedly, we truly feel the love from our mighty God through the 15 years of your leadership. So thank you so very much, Bo, and happy 15 years anniversary. We also actually have some comments from those in the live chat. They say happy Saturday and happy viewing to all brethren around the world. Greetings from Washington State, Brother Relly Rivera. And then also from Brother Felomar Flata, Sister MJ's dad. He says, happy 15th anniversary to our most beloved Brother Eduardo V. Manalo for this powerful and dynamic leadership of the church. Thank you both for your love and concern for all of us. Hashtag Marysville. Greeting from Brother John Rodney Mangona. Yes. Happy anniversary, Kamarlan and Kaiva. Hashtag Tacoma, Tacoma, Tacoma. Sister. And also from Sister Tyra, she says, good foundation, support, uplift, agree, book, Jacob. Hashtag Seattle. Thank you so much for all the greetings. Let's go ahead now and give the floor to Brother Andrew with all the updates happening in our district. Brother Andrew.
Thank you. So hello, my name is Brother Andrew Santa Monica, INCRadio correspondent from the local of Seattle, here to give you updates of our previous activities and upcoming activities for the District of Washington State. So, by the way, great job, everyone. We're talking about activities. We're going to start talking about past activities. So last Sunday, there was a district baptism in the local of Seattle. Also, earlier that Sunday, there was the Unity Games Golf at the Auburn Golf Course. And then on Monday, there was the Unity Games softball and tennis at Shoreview Park in Shoreline, Washington. So we've had quite a lot of activities for only a weekend, but we have future activities coming up for us to invite our guests, invite our friends, invite many who are just very interested in helping and getting to, I think, socialize. It's a lot of bonding and talking to other people in these activities. For example, today, the local of Shoreline is holding their anniversary. I believe it is for today. For the anniversary for the local of Shoreline, let us know in the chat how many years Shoreline congregation had their local anniversary. Just keep us updated. Also, today is Bremerton Local's 37th anniversary. Well, they are holding a celebration today. And tomorrow, the District Binhi will have their picture walk, a District Binhi picture walk at Bellevue Botanical Gardens at 4:30 p.m. I don't need to explain what Binhi means. Sister MJ already reminded us about what that means. And for more details, we have Sister MJ right here. So we're going to look forward for that among the Binhi members, so that we'll all be able, for the Binhi, they'll be able to, with the rest of the, with other enthusiasts, those who love to also have a picture walk, they'll have some fun on that at Bellevue Botanical Gardens. Also, tomorrow will be a Bellingham outdoor socializing at Blodell Donovan Park at 2:30 p.m. But we have quite a lot of socializings, and it's good because sometimes when we think about what we do in terms of our hard work, sometimes we have hard work and no play. So we're able to be able to talk and get to know each other and reflect on our accomplishments. Other than that, right now in Seattle, it is around 75 degrees Fahrenheit. It's still warm. So let's be able to prepare all the many things that we need when it comes to our what we dress. So also stay hydrated and always continue to be safe when going outside. That's about it. Last time I said Sister Jenny, but it's Brother Josh. So back to you.
Well, anyways, that kind of caught me off guard, but in a good way. Again, thank you so much to all of our guests and Brother Andrew for all of the updates happening in our district. I would like to read a few more greetings from Brother Wilfredo Mauricio. He says, happy 15th anniversary, Eduardo V. Manalo of Dynamic Leadership. God bless always. From Brother Relly Rivera. He says, happy 15th anniversary po to Brother Von Torres. He says, happy 15th anniversary of Dynamic Leadership to our Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Thank you so much for all of the comments and for all of the greetings. And thank you as much, or also for tuning in. Just to give you a quick reminder of the different ways that we can tune in, if you go on YouTube and you type in INC Radio DZEM 954, you'd be able to find us there. And when you do find us there, please don't forget to subscribe. And we also have our website, incradio.org. So please share this with your friends and your loved ones, and hopefully they get to connect and see all of the many great things that we do here in the Church of Christ. Now is the time to say our farewells. So on behalf of INC Radio Seattle, we'd like to give a huge thank you to our beloved executive minister. And again, happy 15 years anniversary, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. We also like to thank our Subsea president and overall CFO overseer, Brother Angelo Manalo. We'd also like to thank our district minister of Washington State, Brother Ramil Regino. Thank you. Also, our assistant district minister, Brother Relly Rivera, to our CFO overseer, Brother Chris Valdez, and our executive producer, Brother Manly Andaya, and of course to all of you, the listeners. And lastly, but not the least, thank you to our INC Radio Tech crew. It is because of all of you that we get to do this every Saturday and get to connect with those from all over the world. Thank you so very much. From INC Radio Seattle, we'll see you later.